I know who the killer is. I know who the killer is. What's going on, YouTube? So have you ever came across like a really big spoiler and there's like a really big warning label there, like warning, huge spoiler ahead, and you just know you shouldn't click it because you just know you're going to ruin a big part of the show for you, but you just can't help yourself. You just can't. Everything in your body and everything in your mind is telling you to just walk away. Walk away right now, and let's forget that this ever happened. Let's forget that you even have the ability to look at this spoiler, because you know you're probably gonna regret it as soon as you do. So just walk away. Have some self-control, damn it, and walk away. But we don't have any self-control. I mean, I think that's obvious by the fact that I'm making this video right now and you're watching this video right now. How sad. But big shout out to Riverdale Rumors on Instagram, because this is the person that sent me the link to the spoiler, because that's what my fans do. They keep me informed, not just with shows like Girl Meets World, but all shows. Those are the real diehards. That's what I'm talking about. And real quick before we get into the spoiler, yes, I'm purposely teasing you guys a little bit. I know I've been making a lot of Riverdale videos lately, and I wish I could say sorry, but I can't, and I won't, because this show is the best thing since sliced bread. And why is that even a saying? Since sliced bread. Fuck sliced bread. I'm gonna start saying that something is the best thing since Riverdale. Riverdale is the new sliced bread. You heard it here first, folks. I'm making it official. But I mean, yeah, I've been talking about Riverdale so much because the show is that amazing. When was the last time that I talked about a show this much, this consistently? I think you all know the answer to this question: Girl Meets World. And that show was also amazing. Well, at times. Depends on which season and which moments you're talking about, but yeah. But Riverdale is like on a whole nother level. But I'm assuming if you're watching this video right now, you already know this, so I won't harp on that too much. But for those of you who do want to see, like, you know, other videos on other topics or other TV shows, I just wanted to let you guys know why I've been talking about Riverdale so much. Which is because there really isn't any other TV show right now that's competing with Riverdale as far as excitement and storylines and the quantity of ships. Riverdale is just where it's at right now. I'm sorry. But also because I just have so many Riverdale topics to get to, and I'm just not gonna get to them fast enough if I don't pump out Riverdale videos on a consistent basis. I mean, if I just post 1 or 2 Riverdale videos a week, I mean, I'm never gonna get caught up with my topics. Now, I do still plan on talking about Backstage quite a bit, but the problem with that is, I mean, there's literally no news on Backstage right now. We don't know the release date, we don't know when it's coming out on Disney, if it's still coming out on Disney. There is no spoilers or news leaked or anything about Backstage right now. All we know is that there is going to be a season 2 and that it's supposed to be this year. That's literally all we know, and it's all we've known for months. So once some news breaks about that show and it comes out again, I'll be all over it just like I am Riverdale. And the same goes for Girl Meets World if it gets picked up. And I do plan on talking a little bit more Fosters and a little bit more Flash as well, but I kind of just have to pick my spots with those shows right now, because right now I don't have the time to talk about every single episode and every single moment. So I'm just gonna wait until something really big happens on either show, and then I'll talk about it. But back on the topic of the video, because I know you guys are probably getting annoyed and very antsy right now. Calm down. I'm gonna tell you guys who the killer is. Just let me get a sip of this water first. Lovely H2O. Alright, let me stop bullshitting. Now first, I do want to put a little disclaimer out there. First of all, obviously, if you do not want to know who the killer is, click off of this video right now. It is no longer my fault if you continue to watch this video right now and then decide to complain to me later about spoiling it for you. But also, I just kind of want to acknowledge the fact that I don't really know how reliable this source is, because I don't know this person like at all, and somebody on my Instagram just kind of linked me to their page, and this person claims to have very, very good sources, and I looked at a few other of these person's spoilers and they were all correct. So I have no reason to doubt this person, at least as of right now. That being said, it's very much possible that they could be incorrect, but like I said, I have no reason as of right now to doubt this person other than I don't know who they are. But they do claim to know who the killer is, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Drum roll, please. Betty's dad. And apparently, according to this, Betty's dad killed Jason as revenge for Polly's nervous breakdown. And I guess apparently later on he tries to frame someone else, but I don't want to tell you guys all of that because I don't want to spoil everything for you. But just know, according to the spoiler, that he tries to frame someone else later on. Now, I don't really know how I feel about this. I mean, obviously, as of right now, as of the making of this video, Betty's dad is the clear and obvious looking suspect right now. I mean, he was the one that stole the evidence, so obviously he's looking more guilty than anyone else right now. And outside of Cheryl originally, Betty's parents were probably, well, they probably had the most motive, because I mean, think about it, Polly is their daughter, and if we are to believe everything we've been hearing so far, Jason ruined Polly. And we already know that Betty's mom hates Jason, and Betty's dad has every right to feel the same way. And we also know that Betty's dad is still holding grudges over the fact that Cheryl's grandfather killed his grandfather, if I'm remembering that correctly. So if this does end up being true, I guess I can't be too mad at it because it does make sense. It makes all the sense in the world. And that was one of the things that I was really worried about the most, is that this really wouldn't make that much sense when it was all over with. Or maybe I should say I was afraid that the motive wouldn't really be strong enough to really justify the action. And the writers may have tried too hard to, like, you know, surprise and shock the audience instead of coming up with a storyline that just makes sense. Now, that being said, Betty's dad probably isn't the sexy choice. I mean, it's borderline kind of the boring choice, because yes, it makes sense, but it almost makes too much sense. I don't want to call it cliche, but nothing about it is really shocking. It all just kind of makes perfect sense. So I'm hoping that they kind of, you know, lead the audience down different paths leading up to this big reveal, because like I said, as of right now, he already looks very, very guilty. So if he's like the only one looking very, very guilty all the way up until the big reveal, well, that's gonna suck. But I trust that the show won't do that. I mean, they haven't been doing it so far. I mean, at one point, Cheryl looked really guilty. Betty's mom looked really guilty. Some of the audience even questioned Betty at one point when she had her little Jekyll and Hyde episode. And I know a lot of people are already questioning Polly, and my guess is we're going to question her even more after we meet her. So I'm sure the writers are gonna take some of the heat off of Betty's dad, maybe even making him look innocent at times, so when it does come out that he is the killer, it's at least a little bit shocking. At least that's what I hope that they're going to do, and it's what I think that they're going to do. But like I said, I don't know how legitimate this source is, but we shall see. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. Am I a little bit disappointed that I spoiled this for myself? Yeah. Would I do it all over again if given the chance? Yeah. So again, I mean, it is what it is. I can't help myself. And I feel like I owe it to you guys to give you guys the information that I do possess. It's my duty. But I'm done talking. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.